brothers and sisters? We have a plan. This is Backwards James. How's it going, my guys, my fellows? So, guys, this is like an awesome revelation. I mean, the Lord really got me today. This morning, okay, July the 2nd, the Lord wakes me up. And at work, as soon as I get to work, the Lord says to me, watch. He told me, watch. And so, of course, I was on alert all day. I was on my spiritual alert all day, and I was watching. And then when I finished work, I got in my car, and I'm driving home, and I'm praying to the Lord. I'm saying, Lord, what did you have me watch for? What was I watching for? And so when I got home, I worshiped for about 4 hours. And then it hit me. Actually, my wife asked me to go to the store and get some ice cream. Okay? And then, like, while I was on my way, the Lord hit me. As soon as the clock struck 12 o'clock, okay, the Lord hit me. So, during worship, I was studying about the bride in Revelation chapter 12. It says the bride, Revelation chapter 12, there's a great sign in heaven. And there's a woman arrayed with the sun, and she's crowned with 12 stars, and the moon is beneath her feet. And she is pregnant, and she cries out in great travail. Go ahead and review it there at Revelation chapter 12. Now, of course, the Lord tells me this morning, he tells me, watch, watch. See, that's my blessing in the Spirit, is I can recognize the Spirit. You know, I see things, you know. So anyways, this is the woman, okay? There she is. Okay, she's arrayed with the sun. She's a flame. Now, the study that I'm talking about is when the Lord consummates with the bride. If you look at a candle, okay, the candle wick, all right, now of course that's a lighter, but if you look at a candle, when it's lit, it looks just like this. Well, the flame, of course, is the Lord. But he is holding a whip. The whip that he's holding when he goes into the temple, okay? The Lord is holding the whip. The Lord is the flame, okay? The Lord is the fire, okay? When you enter in, when you seal into the Lord, once you are sealed in the Lord, okay, flames of fire, tongues of fire, okay? Tongues of fire. To enter into the temple is to enter into the fiery furnace. The Lord is the fire, but the bride is the wick. Now, you use flax to make wicks, candle wicks. You use the flax plant to make rope. You use the flax plant for making fine, clean, white linen. And then the flax plant showed up in the book of Joshua when Rahab hid the 2 spies on the roof amongst the stalks of the flax. She hid them among the flax. The fine, white, clean linen, okay? So, the fire stands on the wick, okay? This is the Lord holding the whip, okay? This is the garment. The Lord is wearing, when you see him in Revelation, he is clothed with white, fine, clean linen. Okay, the man with the secretary's inkhorn at Ezekiel chapter 6, he wears the fine, white, clean linen. The priests could not serve in the temple unless they wore white, clean, fine linen, because it was breezy. In a breeze, you didn't sweat when you had on the white, fine, clean linen. The white, fine, clean linen means the righteous acts of the holy ones. Okay, but the Lord, he tells Mary Magdalene, stop clinging to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Okay. She is clinging to him. She is his bride. He wears his bride like a garment. The fire is connected. The fire is one with the wick. Okay. The Lord holds the whip in his right hand. When he goes into the temple and he turns the tables on all those selling doves, he holds the whip in his right hand. Okay, just like he would hold his bride. He would embrace her to his bosom. He would hold her in his right hand. The 7 stars of the congregation, he holds them in his right hand. It says that he formed the whip of ropes. And even look at the wick. It's twisted up, okay? 7 strands were in Samson's hair. 7 braids. Okay, Absalom, 7 braids, the 7 congregations, the 777. Guys, this is the big sign. I'm just going to continue talking. So so if the flame is the bride, okay, she's the woman. She's clothed with the sun, but the moon is beneath her feet. Well, that means it's a blue moon. My brothers and sisters, it's a blue moon. And just so happens at the end of this month, okay, there's going to be a blue moon on July the 31st. Okay. This morning the Lord told me, watch. I was like, Lord, what am I going to watch for? And he waited till midnight when it was exactly 28 days away from July 31st, the blue moon, 2015. And he tells me, son, pay attention, son, eyes on tight. So I got to searching on the blue moon. I got to searching on July 31st, 2015. What happens July 31st, 2015? I just didn't find a whole lot of news. Maybe you guys will, but I did find something. If you'll excuse me for a minute, I'll get it looked up for you. It's a very interesting thing. This is why I'm speaking to you guys. I know I'm kind of long-winded, but bear with me. Please bear with me. You have a bear with you? No, bear with me. I'm getting there. Okay, here we are. So guys, right away, okay? The Lord is amazing me right away, because what do I do here in San Antonio? If I got some free time, I like to go watch movies, okay? On July 31st, 2015, you got about 4 interesting movies that are coming out. First of all, Mission Impossible Go Rogue. Now, guys, I did some heavy research on that, okay? The word rogue, he's a cad, he's a scoundrel, he's a class clown, he's independent. He is the left-hand path, okay? This guy is the black sheep. You notice that Tom Cruise is facing the left, okay? Go rogue, go to the left. This is about the power struggle between good and evil, the left-hand path. This is going rogue, going to the left, all right? And then right after that, check this out, guys. Look at this. Southpaw, the movie, comes out on July 31st. Southpaw comes out. Now, this is very interesting, guys. I'm going to hit you with the most interesting one when I get there. But then there's, again, the left hand, okay? The left-hand path on the blue moon. Now, even a blue moon, it's once in a blue moon. It's a very rare occasion, okay? I looked all this up, and it just hit me, guys. Look at this. Okay, next. This is the most interesting one, is the 7th dwarf, okay? And if you'll bear with me, I'm going to read a little bit of this, all right? So, again, it's very interesting. But look, join all 7 dwarfs for an adventure as big as they are small. It's the eve of Princess Rose's 18th birthday. So Princess Rose, this is Sleeping Beauty, okay? And it's her 18th birthday. So she's legal. Guess what? She's legal. Okay, Princess Rose, I believe, is their Illuminati reference to the church. I don't know why, but I just feel that way. Here's the most interesting thing about this little kingdom. Everyone in the kingdom has come to Fantabula Rasa Castle to celebrate, including Snow White, the 7 dwarfs, Cinderella, and Red Riding Hood. I'm sure there's some strange Illuminati thing there, but we're going to go back to that Fantabula Rasa in just a moment. But let me just get through this. Okay, and so then before the stroke of midnight, Bobo, which Bobo is a clown, right? Bobo is a monkey. Bobo, is, I don't know, this name, the youngest dwarf I'm thinking is the 7th dwarf. He pricks the finger of the princess with a cursed needle and sends the kingdom into a century-long slumber. So instead of the the 18-year-old, barely legal, Sleeping Beauty, instead of her waking up to a kiss, she gets pricked, okay, which draws blood, my brothers and sisters. She gets pricked and poisoned by the seventh dwarf, and she goes into a century-long slumber, all right? And then instead of a prince, she's got to find this jack to save her with a kiss, all right? Bobo and the other six dwarfs go on a treacherous journey, face a fiery dragon. Of course, the dragon's got to be there. And outwit the jealous, scheming, evil witch Della Morta, which that word Della means bright. So I'm thinking the witch is bright death. Okay, bright death. So let's go back to Fantabula Rasa. Guys, Google Tabula Rasa. Tabula Rasa is clean slate. Clean slate. All right. So I mean, it's just very interesting. All of these, this left-hand path, this interesting thing that comes up. Of course, the blue moon. Once in a while, things happen. The bride's feet is the moon. She walks on the path. She looks down. Her eyes are the lamp. It's just very interesting, guys. You know, will there be a bright death? Of course, what's coming at the end of this year? September is the end of the quarter. You know, it's just very interesting. Now, this is another movie that comes out July 31st. It's about a 5-year-old who's got otherworldly genius as far as poetry is concerned, and a teacher who's basically obsessed about it. I don't know if this comes out, Lego, Brickumentary. But, guys, just, you know, keep your eyes on tight. I don't know if this is what, you know, really the Lord was showing me. Here, this is another interesting thing. I don't know, sunny sundown. I don't know. We're about to start, you know, the Sabbath, guys. The night when no man can work. You know, the economic crash is coming, and all this stuff is going to happen in September. And it's just kind of interesting. The end of the tour, I mean, you know, I don't know. Jenny's wedding, very interesting. Look up the name Jennifer. I forget what this means. But anyway, enough with this. But I don't know. How do you guys feel about the flame being the bride, you know? The moon's beneath her feet. It's a blue moon, my brothers and sisters. So that's what I got. After you say it and after it comes out of your mouth, you know, it's like, okay, that's it. But guys, when it's happening to me and I'm receiving the revelation, it's like winning $1 million. I mean, I just can't really explain it. But I was pretty excited. I want to come on here and do this. So here's Backwards James. You guys have a great Sabbath. This is Friday, the day of preparation. And, you know, hey, the Lord got 28 days out ahead of the blue moon to let me know. So on Friday, the day of preparation, let's just hunker down and keep our eyes on the path. Let us focus on the light and let us worship the Lord, because He is the way. He is the way to God. He is the path to awe. So let us keep our feet on the path, and let us keep our eyes on the truth, and let us stay in the Word, and let's listen to the Lord speak, because He is the Master. And who are we? We are the servants. So let us serve the Lord. I love you guys.